let's talk about our Arsenal welcoming Ange back to the Premier League. With three fantastic goals. You saw all of the signings playing a part. You saw what a striker does. When you feed him one time, you saw what the left back and right back were doing. You saw what the midfielders were doing. Playing fantastic football.
You see our
You
ball,
saw
our
if
boys will be
even if set
be
set set pieces, part of the game. They are dominating everything, dominating performance. Yeah, Joe. Let's start with the Arsenal guys on the panel. Mister Johnny Boy, how did you feel? What's your reaction to the game?
I didn't really watch the game that much because it was quite early, but I saw some bits of it and I was impressed with Mosquera, Maduke especially because Maduke knew that he was playing a right back who's playing as a left back. So he exploited. That's what I expect Bayungas to do. When you know that this guy is a weakling, don't be scared. And that's one mistake Martinelli always does. You have a weakling playing at on your wing, you never exploit it. But nobody knew that that guy was a weakling. I think the first time he went against him, he saw, okay, I have this guy for the night.
Hmm.
So every time he had him, he always went against, and that was very good. So that helped us on the right. And another player that did so well too was Eze. I love Eze. Eze played well as well. And you see the difference between Martinelli and Eze. The goal for Gyökeres, if it was Martinelli, I think we both agree that he's not going to give that ball to Martinelli to Gyökeres because he's going to control it first rather than playing it one time, which Eze did. He was going to control it and probably try to take him off. So I was impressed with Eze. I was impressed with Mosquera. I was impressed with Maduke as well.
Right.
And also, I'm happy. I think we both, when we had our Gunners chat, we both said our coach should not rush Saka and Saliba. And I was happy, even though the whole news strategy was that Saliba could play.
Mm-hmm.
Thank God he wasn't tempted to rush Saliba.
Mm-hmm.
So I think hopefully he's learning. At least now you can see that Martinelli should not be any. The only matches Martinelli should play is Carabao Cup and maybe Africa when we reach there.
Even that one too.
Trossard
Still have a discussion.
Trossard should be your next. Trossard should be your next replacement for Eze. If you're taking Eze off, bring Trossard. Don't even near Martinelli again because our left side is dead when Martinelli is there. So and Gyökeres, I was happy for him because see a little bit of confidence in him. That's what goals does. When he scored his first goal, see the chance he hit the bar. He took the ball on and you could see the this thing in aggression in him. So I'm happy. Hopefully he doesn't change against City because our next game is City. So I want to see us take City on the front
Twice.
foot.
No,
Twice.
I'm happy
we
3
saw, we
points.
saw City
Clean
play
sheet.
today. We are going to smoke them. But yeah, that's a discussion for
Clean
another
sheet,
day.
3 points, goal difference is high, so I'm happy. Zubimendi scored.
Twice.
He rested Rice. He rested Rice, which I was thinking was Zubimendi was going to rest, but he rested Rice. So anyway, I take that.
Initial reaction to the game, like I already done mine in the channel, but I think the game was a very, very good game. I saw that. I don't know, maybe it's because it's Nottingham Forest and they were dead. I didn't think they were dead on purpose. They were just dead because of the way Arsenal nullified them, the same way we nullified Liverpool, but we just didn't have the cutting edge on that day. But another week of the players playing together, they understood each other more. Eze in the team also was helpful. Like he was dribbling, was like helping the left hand side. Calafiori was just fantastic. To me, he was the person that impressed me the most. Madueke was excellent, but if you're not assisting or scoring, to me everything is just Martinelli-esque. But yes, he took his player on. Fantastic, well done. Assist or create goals, please. Thank you very much. So I was more impressed with Calafiori.
We almost did for Gyökeres, but Gyökeres hit the bar. So
Yeah, true, but he should shoot more. He's a winger. If Saka was there, if Saka was there beating his man, he will try to shoot once or twice at least. But we shouldn't be comparing him to Saka. But if you are meant to be taking minutes off Saka, you should be doing that more often as well. We want goals from everyone in the team. The only reason why we competed for the league 2 seasons ago was because there was goal contribution from everyone. So we need everyone trying to score goals, taking shots, and all of that. So that's the only downside for me. He had an excellent game. Don't get me wrong, but I just expected more. But tactics was great. Our players were great. The squad was fantastic. Martinelli need to take him one-on-one. They have to give him the Sancho treatment, take him to one country, a personal coach to show him how to play in the system. I don't think he's a bad player. I just think that the system from Arteta does not suit him at all. So either one-on-one or they should sell him at some point. But overall, fantastic game. 3 goals. we were top of the league until Liverpool, won
Well,
today.
today, yeah.
So they are back top of the league, and Jude does not know how that feels. But before I come to Jude, because you're a loser today, you have to wait to the last. Please, David, what was your analysis of the game?
So the Arsenal game really impressed me from the point of view of the squad depth, right? The fact that you can call on
Yeah.
several personnel and they will come in and then do the job.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Eze did a wonderful job, and then when he felt like, oh, Nottingham Forest was going to get a rest, then they brought in Trossard, and then he kept on, compounding that
Yeah.
pressure, and
Yeah,
ultimately,
I forgot to say that as well. You're right, but that is one thing I would say. I don't know if it was a plus or a negative because Arteta, like I said, most of these modern day coaches they stick to the same system, and usually when they
Yeah,
make
which
subs, it's like for like. In a
and I don't like that.
in a different game, if we're losing and they made us like for like games, I'll be like, why are you doing
yeah,
that? But at least
Yeah.
the like for like just kept the pressure
yeah.
on, like you said, and we just kept the tempo of the game going. Yeah,
Yeah,
sorry to
yeah,
interrupt.
and it's fun to see. You saw the caliber of players that were coming off the bench, and you're like, wow, this is Arsenal. I mean, Rice was coming off the bench,
Hmm.
Trossard was coming off the bench, and you know that this team has the quality and the legs to do it for the long haul this season. And that's why we've tipped
Hopefully,
Arsenal
fingers
as
crossed.
Our coach should just rotate
yeah,
more, please.
you
That's
know.
all we beg of him.
We,
Just
I
rotate
think he
more.
will. I think he will.
I mean, there's that personnel now, and then they're young guys. They are here for 3, 4, maybe 5 more years. Doing it at the top.
Hopefully,
Doing it at the
hopefully.
top level, and I think that's positive for me. I would always
Mhm.
expect an Arsenal win against Nottingham Forest. I would always expect an Arsenal win against a Postecoglou Nottingham Forest. I would always expect an Arsenal win against a Nottingham Forest that just named a new coach. But the manner of
And
the
also expect an Arsenal win against Postecoglou. Period.
yeah,
Because that guy has not even won at all
exactly. So
against Arsenal. But
so
yes,
but the manner of the win, 3 goals could have been more. 3 goals could have been
yeah,
more clean sheets, and then the way the way the play went. And if we're counting properly, that's 8 goals at the Emirates. If we're counting properly this season in the league, that's eight
Yeah,
goals at the
that's
Emirates.
you're right.
So you know that already tells you that place. That,
So basically our goal difference is all our
so
goals at home.
no,
That's true. Because we are
no,
hard
no,
to
no.
oh,
But
beat.
you
look
scored
at
at Old
Jude.
Trafford, didn't you? You
Admiration.
scored at Old Trafford.
Yeah, but Liverpool
So
can't
yeah,
shoot it out.
so
Liverpool can't
that
shoot it
that
out. So
tells
that's why we
you
have eight.
that place is going to be a fortress. The squad depth and
Hopefully.
squad size and the squad quality
Amorim.
will make Arsenal a tough nut to crack this season. So kudos to
Not
kudos to you
Amorim.
guys. You would have a big test in Champions League. That squad depth will be tested this within the
Yeah.
next eight
Yes.
days.
I'm very curious to see who will
You
start
know, you know,
this
For,
Tuesday,
I think
Tuesday or
it's going to be
Wednesday.
the same thing. For me, it's not even the Champions League because my expectation this season is to win trophies,
yeah,
2 trophies, regardless.
yeah,
Right? Each time that we've rotated in those domestic competitions like Carabao Cup, we've either lost or gone out the next round.
mm,
So now that we have this squad that I'm interested to see how we're going to perform in those Carabao Cup when the Martinelli comes on and the Trossard comes on and people like that.
yeah, yeah.
But we'll see. And then
A
Kai
good team.
Havertz them there. That would be a good test. But before I think we have one more talking point. Before we reach that talking point, I want us to say like give our reaction or prediction on how we feel on some. Oh, I didn't even ask Jude what you think. Don't worry, you don't know what winning feels like. Or do you have anything to say, Jude?
Let him just see. Let him just
There's
see.
something that it was much expected win from if you were playing Nottingham Forest on that this guy, they will say, okay, let's see what it is
No,
No,
because
but we
that,
beat them last season. Now. It doesn't change anything.
yeah,
We beat
that
them.
it's
was a
different
tough
kind
game.
of
It was a
football
tough
that
game
they
though.
played now. But having and get possible, you probably want to change a lot of stuff, and they're still getting used to the team. So, but it's good that the depth showed. So that's a good thing to take home from here.
Yeah.
But so we'll see.